So a trend that we identified was the fact that up to 31% of disposable income was spent on alcohol in the market. Now, the actual rate was between 9% and 31%, but some were spending as high as 31% on alcohol. And generally, alcohol consumption levels are high, averaging about 16.1 liter annually per person on average, compared to the African average of 15.5 liters per person. Just before we look at some of these other facts on this, my right, let's take a look at the breakdown of the different income levels and how much of their income they were spending on alcohol. So those who earned less than 550,000 naira were spending up to 20% of their income on alcohol. Those who earn between 50,000 naira and 200,000 naira were spending between 9% and 38% of their income. Those who earned between 200,000 naira and 500,000 naira were spending about 6 to 15%. Then those who earned more than 500,000 naira were spending about 19% on alcohol. We see that the spend on wine being higher. Then we also saw that adults with children spent about 6% more on average than those without children. So what are they spending on? The top brands that we discussed in the market. And then we've also seen the different purchase points. So if you are targeting to the alcoholic beverage markets, depending on the products that you intend to bring to the market, you know which areas to target your advertising or marketing, and which consumer demographic is most likely to spend more on your products. In terms of the outlook for the market, in the soft drink category, expect more investments, especially in the non-carbonated soft drink sector, because there isn't as much competition there as there is in the carbonated sector. And then, of course, the brand loyalty levels are also quite moderate at 50%, leaving a lot of room for consumers to explore options in the market. And the growing health consciousness will drive consumers to continue seeking out products that will meet that demand or that need. Then for the energy drinks market, we anticipate several brands in the market along similar lines for the non-carbonated market, because we believe that the market is still yet to meet the needs of consumers, especially with a lot of consumers perceiving that energy drinks provide them some type of health benefits, when usually the products in the market do not actually do that. Then in the spirits market, we see that there's a lot of room for innovation for new brands, especially because of the growing youth interest in spirits, and then the large unregulated market. We see that producers and manufacturers will innovate to capture some of these gaps in the market in order to elevate their brands. And in terms of marketing, branding, and packaging, we expect that the competition in the market itself provides a lot of opportunities for companies that are involved in marketing and branding and packaging of different products. Every company is trying to have a leg up on the other brand, and because of that, innovations in this segment too are expected, and we know that companies that are able to innovate very well are going to be able to capture the attention of some of these manufacturers